Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Tuesday evening and thank you so much for all the supportive comments, especially about Kathleen's car, which we now have back and is fixed thanks to a local mechanic. So all is well there, so thank you for that. This evening I am talking about books. And the reason I'm talking about books is because of AI. There was a report today that there's been an open letter sent from former and current employees of some of the biggest artificial intelligence companies in the world. And they are concerned about the lack of regulation, the lack of oversight in the way that artificial intelligence is being used at the moment. Now, I don't know if you've seen any of the little silly reports where they're saying there's, if you look up about making cheese stick to pizza, one of the artificial intelligence answers is to use glue. Another one is that, it's healthy for humans to eat a rock every day. How true they are or not, I don't know. However, what that has made me think of is if this does progress, and I know there was something I saw a few days ago where some people who have websites with recipes, etc., that come up in the Google search, if you put in how to make strawberry jam, there's people are top of Google for that search. But now Google's starting to put its own AI results at the top. And that's where some of the problems are coming in, because, you can get wrong answers. And I thought that could potentially be quite a problem in the next few years. In fact, it wouldn't even take a few years. If that's already starting now, these sites where people who have actually, done and dusted what you're searching for are getting pushed down for the artificial intelligence results. Now, how are you going to know? How are the kids going to know? The young kids that are grown up that maybe suddenly want to make strawberry jam, and so they go looking for the recipe, or they want to make their own pizza and they go looking for the recipe and it says to put glue on it to make the cheese stickier. I'm presuming they would be sensible enough to go, that's not right. However, there's some things where it might not be as obvious as that. So I'm thinking that I want to make sure I've got recipe books, I want to make sure I've got gardening books, I want to make sure I've got health books. I want to try and build myself a library. Possibly check the library I already have first. And make sure that I've got the basics. I'm also going to be copying down recipes that I find online into a book myself so that I have a paper copy. And not so much for me, but more for Kat or whoever comes after her. So that there is that they're not reliant on computers to find out information. Certainly not information for cooking, information for health, information for gardening. The basic stuff. Let's make sure our basics are on paper and stashed somewhere. So that if there is the requirement, if someone's looking for something, or if they're trying to do a new skill, or trying to learn something that we already know, that we've put that down somewhere on paper. So it cannot be tarnished by frivolous results coming through on the computer. So yeah, that's my thought for today, is I need to go and investigate what I've got up the stairs, because I have like 4 bookshelves. It's a big, long, low bookshelf, and I've got 4 shelves full of books, mainly gardening and recipe books, and the DIY one. So I need to make sure that I've got DIY for plumbing, for electrical, for, the very basics, just so that if needed, it's there, and I don't have to trust a computer just in case. Because if that's happening now, and if the employees of the artificial intelligence companies are saying, look, we need to be able to come forward when there's a problem and warn people if there's a problem, but we're getting tied up so tight in non-disclosures and non-disparagement clauses that we can't tell anybody anything. So, yeah, that's my cunning plan. Books, books and more books. So, as usual, I'm off to go make myself a cup of tea. Catch you later.